What is up, YouTube? It's Frank with What's the Point EDC. It's been too long, so I'm bringing more heat. Oh yeah, the Quiet Carry Drift LC, the large contoured version in LC 200N. Yes, finally. Not only do I have the first Quiet Carry on the channel, but I finally got an LC 200N steel to test, to have fun with, and it has not disappointed. This knife as a whole has not disappointed. Let's just go ahead and talk about it. This is the LC version, which is the large contoured version. I am completely new to Quiet Carry. I have recently found out who they are since getting this knife right here in from Timbo with Timbo's 437. Check them out on Instagram and YouTube. Link is in the description, by the way. So I had never heard of them before, and when Timbo sent me this, I gotta say, I know Timbo used it. I don't think he sharpened it, but it was, now, when, okay, I just want to say it like this, and I'm not saying this in a negative way at all. I don't want that to anyone to even think that, and I don't think it will sound that way, but I just want to reassure that this is not negative. The action was still fire, but the action, now that I've had this, and I've got a lot of in-hand time, lots of deployment, it's been broken in now for some time, but check this out now that it's broken in. Look at this action. Very hydraulic, and the sounds here, listen. Yes, this is awesome. I am freaking digging this one. This is a fire knife. Got two things going on here. Amazing milling. Amazing fit and finish. Let's just go ahead and talk about that. Look at the micro milling on this titanium right here. Right here, all that micro, in freaking incredible. And then you have this like stippling milling right here. Look at the quality of the machine work on this. Look at everything is contoured. It's all rounded. Everything, let me shut this blade because it is hella sharp. This is so sharp I almost feel like it could be one of Timbo's edges. But look at the contouring in this thing. Look at that. That is well made. Look at this pocket clip. Let's go ahead and just take a second to admire that. Look at that. Is that not fire? Look, hidden screw. Hold on. See this right here hole? That's your lanyard hole, okay? Let's flip it over. You have a backspacer made of G10 with a cutout right here. Your lanyard goes through and goes out. So it's not a lanyard hole that goes all the way through, like a through and through. I'm just going to show you a real quick through and through, and then we'll get back to more details. I'm going to do a size comparison real quick. Spider Code PM2. And we got the Kaiser Mystic. I can't really see the screen very good, so I'm hoping that I got the knives kind of straight and kind of on screen. So it is a full-size knife. It's an 8-inch knife overall. So here's a through and through, as you can see. Look, there's a difference here. This one's a through and through pocket, lanyard. And right here you have this one right here, which comes through the cutout notch in that G10 backspacer. What a freaking cool knife. This was a very thought up knife. Like, somebody took a lot of time and put some thought into this. The G10 is so textured. It's got the stippling. The texturing is fantastic. It's got 4 cool little mill holes right here, but it's not like a complete hole. It's just like notched in. And then you have the same thing over here on the lock bar. It's a frame lock, but that's the cutout, I should say. We have a LC200N lock bar insert in there. So you have maximum corrosion resistance. LC200N steel, LC200N lock bar insert right there. I forget what the bearings are, but I think the bearings are something special too, because there's more LC200N on here. I think the hardware is LC200N. This thing is absolutely fire. I'm going to put some words up in the corner if I can figure out some more details on it. If not, then that means I forgot. Let's look at the plunge grind real quick. Plenty sharp in life. That's basically its own choil right there. That's how it's done. That if you're going to do it like this, that's how it's done. This is nice flat ground blade. Awesome stone wash finish on it. I'm calling it a flat grind. It is technically sabered, but it's a flat grind. It's a flat. And the hole for the blade is completely, like, everything is crowned off, and especially in that hole. Look at the crowning in there. That's freaking machining done right. Look at the jimping on the spine. And it is effective, though not aggressive at all. That's how it's done. The knife's very dirty still. I use it. I've definitely been using this thing. This is a well-made knife. Look right here. It's like a pen. Completely flush. Matching the pivot. Look. Bada bing. Look at the lock bar access. No problem getting up in that thing at all. Look. None. That is how it's done. Look, you can reverse it like this. Look, see this? You can take your pointer finger like that. Listen to this thing. Give it a second again. Freaking sweet, ain't it? Fits in the hand good. The contouring feels so good. It's such a natural feel. Any way you hold this knife, it seems to feel natural. And the blade, it goes from here to here, so your hand is very close up to it. That is one more plus. This whole knife, I have not one single negative about this knife. At first, I was like, well, I felt like the detent was a tad too stiff. Nah, not anymore. Not at all. I don't know if that was just me getting used to the knife, or if that was because it wasn't quite broken in yet. Like I said, the action came fire, but the action now is magnificent. Look at that. That's how this is done. This is an ultra corrosion resistant knife. You can hard use this, and it still comes down to a decent edge. I don't know what the actual edge, the BTE is. I'm not going to measure it right now. I'll do that at the next video after I do my hard use. But this is a very comfortable, very well made, right here in the United States, banger right here. This is a banger. If you don't know anything about Quiet Carry, I highly suggest you to check them out. They have Instagram, and they have a website. Check their stuff out. I'm telling you right now, they have all kinds of heat. Like, for real, I am definitely going to have to check into some Quiet Carry stuff. This knife is so freaking impressive. It's so well made. And they're giving us ultra... This would be a diver's knife. This would be a paramedic's knife. Somebody who lives down south, who's in, like, corrosive environments or very humid areas, you know. If you're working off the beaches or off the shores, this is for you. This really is. They do have this knife in different versions. They have it in full titanium. They have it in smaller sizes. They got different steels. This is the LC200N, as I keep raving about. Now, let's just take 1 second to talk about the LC200N real quick while I'm thinking about it. So, as far as edge retention goes, the LC200N is kind of like Nitro V, 14C, like AEBL. Same thing goes for toughness wise. Now, the grain structure in this is very small. The carbides are very small, so it's very good to help with. You can have good edge stability. You know, you can have thin geometry, and you can lay this edge back. Right now, that may be like a it's no more than like a 20. I don't think, but you could lay that down to like a 15. And have nice thin geometry and still be able to bang on things. I don't say go out and just bang on like a piece of aluminum rod or anything just for the hell of it. But you get what I'm saying. It's because of the grain structure, it makes it so that it can handle more impact, and it can handle thinner geometry with lower angles to cut better and to go through materials as efficient as possible with less chances of having edge damage. No rolling, no chipping. And it's easy to heat treat. It really is. It's similar to 14C in heat treatment from what I'm understanding. I could be very well wrong. Like I said, I don't know a lot about LC200N, but I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to put a picture up over here of the grain structure. Crazy how small it is. It's even smaller than AEBL. This might be the smallest grain structured ingot steel that I've seen, for real, because AEBL, to my knowledge, was the smallest grain structure in a ingot steel and a non-powdered form steel. I could very well be wrong, but yeah, this is fire. The knife itself is well made, and it makes good sound, so the acoustics pass the test. I mean, there's a lot to talk about here at this knife. The drop point blade is so useful. It passes through materials real good, and I'm pretty sure this is on the factory edge. And let me tell you what, this thing is screaming sharp. Look, I don't have any hair right here because I've been testing it, because I've been using this. It just popping them hairs off. Just popping them away. This is a sharp knife, well made. They executed this knife. As far as a production knife goes, this is a 10 out of 10. It really is. It is so nice. So I mean, the traction that you get on this, and that stippling right here, so you can see the micro milling. You don't expect that to be anything, but this right here, dang, it really does do the trick. It does, and the clip doesn't bother your hand. I can't say enough good about this knife. I am legitimately excited for this knife. You know, if there's ever been a knife here recently that is just kind of like taking me by surprise, and I don't mean just because it performed really well. I mean every aspect of the knife. As far as pocket knives go, this is the one for right now, I think. And I gotta say it. I really do think that. Now, this knife has been around for a while. I'm not saying that it's like a new knife, but it's new to me. That's some big hardware. Look at that hardware. What is that? That's T10, or that's got to be a T10. Look at that. Look here. See, now the pivot collar, the pivot is, it may or may not be the same size. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. It may or may not be the same size. I think that's smaller because look at the size of the lock bar insert right there. Just bask in the quality of the freaking machining, fire milling. Yeah, this is awesome, you guys. I'm gonna put a link to the Quiet Carry website. I'm not affiliated or anything, but I just want to shout them out, and I'd like to see more of these knives in people's hands for real, because they're bringing us fire freaking knives. They got EDC fixed blades going on, several different folders. Trust me, check them out, you guys. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I'll say that right now. And the action on this thing, look at that. Oh, that's so nice. Look at that detent. Look, that's nice. All right, you guys, look, I'm going to stop now because I'm literally just going to keep rambling on and on. This is obviously running on bearings. I don't know if I said that or not, but it's running on bearings. Yeah, I should have done all my research on this knife before I started this video, but I was just excited to tell you guys about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's an absolutely fire knife. 10 out of 10. They did this right here. I don't think I've said there's a 10 out of 10 folding knife on the channel that's not a custom. I don't think I've ever said that. I really don't. So this may or may not be the first, but I'm gonna tell you what, this is absolutely a fire freaking knife. Well done. I appreciate Timbo for sending this thing in. For real. Fist bump to him, and fist bump to all you guys who are watching this video. Even if you didn't make it to the end and you don't ever hear me say this, fist bump to you. And for those of you who actually hear, you guys are freaking awesome. Thanks for sticking around and hearing me just sound like a I don't know what I sound like, but I'm having a good time, you guys, and this is awesome to bring you guys these knives, bring you guys some of these good vibes. You know what time it is here. What's the point, EDC? If you're an addict, never quit quitting. Stay strong and live long. If you're struggling with bad thoughts, reach out and talk to somebody. It is okay to talk. Never quit quitting and never give up. You know the motto, y'all. Take it easy and stay greasy.